Welcome to Millennial Milkshake, the podcast where 3 plates of green eggs and ham revisit, re-experience, and review things from our childhood. My name is Colin O'Connell, and I was born in 1994.
And my name is Josh Sicali, and I was born in 1995.
My name is Michelle Potter. I was born in 1997.
And oh, the places you'll go when you review Dr. Seuss, the children's author, the kind of an entity when you really think about it. Like, he's not just, he wasn't just like a children's author. He's pretty ubiquitous with, I think, a lot of people's childhood memories. I don't know what you guys, like, what your experiences are with the Seuss, as I'm going to call him. I've just decided to call him from now on. But the Seuss and I have, pretty fond memories, I guess. I remember Cat in the Hat was my favorite one, but I would go to, in elementary school, I would have to wait at the principal's office for my parents to come pick me up, and they would have the Cat in the Hat, and they would have the Cat in the Hat Comes Back, and I would just read those, like, constantly. I don't know how you guys, can relate to the Seuss, but that's my story, I guess.
So the doc and I share a very, very sweet past. I think my favorite growing up, it was between two. But the two were Green Eggs and Ham, for obvious reasons, and Oh, the Places You'll Go. I think more so when I was like 5, 6, I liked Green Eggs and Ham more. Wasn't until I got like a little older, like maybe like 8 to 10, I started really loving Oh, the Places You'll Go, and I think that became my favorite. But I remember every time I'd go to my grandma's, I would always watch the short film for Green Eggs and Ham, and I read it all the time. I loved the animation, I loved the pictures of that, and I don't know, so that, aside from the other ones I would read constantly, but that was the one I probably have the most a relationship with and memories with. But my favorite artwork was definitely Oh, the Places You'll Go.
Yeah, that's just fantastic.
It's beautiful.
I remember the more popular ones. I feel like Green Eggs and Ham was probably like the popular one that I remember the most, but some of the like Hop on Pop and like Fox on Socks are the two that I remember the most, and I don't know why those are the two that we read the most often, but I really love those ones. But the artwork in Oh, the Places You'll Go is definitely the best.
Yeah, it's so hard to top, and that's I think definitely his most like inspirational. I think that's like commonly known, but that one really sealed the deal as like the top favorite for me. But they just make you feel so warm and inside, and just like they're just so like genuine and sweet when you read them.
Yeah, it's interesting you bring up Fox and Socks, Michelle, because I don't think I ever read that one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Hop on Pop definitely wasn't like the mainstay for me, but I think the Foot Book, and obviously the Cat in the Hat, and the Cat in the Hat Comes Back, and then I keep wanting to say the Cat in the Hat Strikes Back, like like it's a Star Wars, and he's like out for revenge. But I'm just trying to think. Red Fish, or One Fish, Two Fish, Red Fish, Blue Fish was also a really, really big one. That was probably like my sleeper hit, as a kid. Like, not a lot of people, I think it's popular, but it's not super popular. The Grinch, though, great animated special. Watch it like every year. The book, though, fuck off. I don't like that one like at all for some reason. I think it's like, I don't know. I think maybe like the way the Grinch is drawn is just so kind of off-putting as a kid.
Yeah, it's kind of scary. I don't think I ever really read that one as a kid, just like the movie.
In all honesty, I love the Grinch, but I do not remember reading it. And this is going to sound shocking, I've watched it when I was little, but I did not remember the short until 2 years ago is when I actually watched it again. Which is crazy because I loved it when I saw it, and I don't know. I think when I was little, I more so just watched the Jim Carrey Grinch. Sorry if that's Sorry if that's blasphemy to Dr. Seuss, but I liked it. I always liked that one.
Me too.
Well, maybe we should touch on this subject because there are, from my recollection, there are 2 live-action Dr. Seuss movies, correct? I think all the other ones are animated, like the Horton Hears a Who and the like the new Grinch and everything is animated. So Michelle, I don't want to step on your history or anything, but obviously the Grinch was, I don't know if it was like critically acclaimed or whatever, but I feel like it kind of, I wouldn't say it's like a holiday touchstone, but it is a very popular movie around the holidays. It's on all the time. So regardless of like any critical or commercial success it had, I mean, it still kind of persevered through the years. But then there's the Cat in the Hat movie with Mike Myers, which we might do a proper full-on review at some point of that movie. But
We gotta.
Because there's just so much to delve into there.
I know. I watched that movie a lot, and it is not a kid's movie. Like,
Oh, no.
Not at all. That is a Mike Myers, like a vehicle, like, oh, it's almost like a boner comedy. Like, it's so weird. I think he actually gets an erection, right? During,
Oh yeah,
like,
100%.
in the movie.
Sure
It's
does.
so weird. So now when I read this book and I look at this beautiful, I have it in front of me, The Cat in the Hat, the beautiful blue book, instantly recognizable with that cartoon cat. All I'm going to think about is Mike Myers screaming, "Oh yeah," over and over again, doing his silly little dances. And I will say the one part of that movie that really gets me every time, there's a couple parts, but do you remember when they're driving and the cat's driving and then the daughter's like, or the sister's like, I want to drive, and he's like, yeah, and he like puts it over to her, and then the brother's like, that's not fair, I want to drive, and then he pops up another stinger, it's like, okay, and the sister's like, well, 2 people can't be driving at the same time, and the cat goes, you're right, we should all be driving, and then a third steering wheel pops up, and he just starts going crazy.
He just immediately turns. He just immediately turns the wheel.
It's like a weird like chain. Like,
Yeah,
steering wheel.
You're right. We should all
Like, I've
drive,
never
and then he just starts turning.
Yeah, he just starts turning it instantly, and of course they spin out. He's such an agent of chaos, which I guess we're gonna be. This is a little different this episode because we're not going to necessarily be reviewing them ahead of time, like reviewing it. We're actually going to read these books in the second part of the show. Later, live, each of us will read a book, and we'll kind of react that way. So
Yeah, story time.
sound good? Story time.
Sounds good.
Love
if
story
you're-
time.
If you
Love
want a little
story
nap,
time.
if you want to be read to sleep, tuck yourself in, get a little cozy.
This is your
We'll be reading some
episode.
Dr. Seuss. So with that, Michelle, do you have any history for us?
Yeah, before we start reading our author and illustrator, here's a little bit more about him. So his full name is Theodore Seuss Giselle, so he goes by his middle name. He was born March 2nd, 1904. He's from Springfield, Massachusetts. So Dr. Seuss wrote and illustrated more than 60 books that have sold over 700 million copies worldwide, which is astronomical, really. He also authored over a dozen books under the name Theo Lasig, which is his last name spelled backwards, which is kind of interesting. But and he wrote one as Rosetta Stone.
That's lazy.
Oh, here's something that I found interesting. So he started going by his middle name. So he went to Dartmouth. And he was caught drinking gin with like friends in his room, and at the time, like possession and consumption of alcohol was illegal under like prohibition laws. So like as a result of that, they banned him from the like humor magazine he wrote for. So he started writing under the name Seuss, so he could keep writing without them knowing that it was him writing, which is kind of cool.
So he's a criminal.
He's a criminal. That's right. That's what I learned. What else we got? Ooh, Here's another fun fact. So his name, Seuss, originally, like, it's supposed to be pronounced Seuss, like rhymes with voice. But he switched it to the Seuss
Seuss.
to the Seuss pronunciation.
Hey, do you want some green eggs and ham with some extra Seuss?
Dr. Seuss.
Dr. Seuss, I presume.
Yeah, so obviously that's not
Do you have a Seuss for this information, Michelle?
my favorite Seuss. Yeah, where did I pull this from? That's a great question.
No, I was joking. I was just making I was just wordplay.
Anyway, he changed it because Seuss evoked a figure advantage for an author of children's books to be associated with Mother Goose, since they rhyme.
You know, I'm sorry to step on your history, Michelle, but it has just occurred to me. We never asked for a source of like that. I believe that it's true, but we never asked Michelle to verify her information.
It's honestly
kind of funny.
interesting that you, after all these episodes, ask me, because I just make this up.
As opposed to the Apple facts that I painstakingly look up, research, and are clearly 100% true every time.
Like, I try to make them seem as real
I
and
feel
unfunny as
bamboozled.
possible.
I feel tricked.
No, I mean, I try to pull them from sources. That's all I'm going to say. So, yeah, those are just some fun facts. I mean, let's see. Oh, The Places You'll Go was actually his last book. It was released in 1990. He died in 1991.
That's crazy, and it's like known as
Right?
like one of his best, and that was his last book.
Yeah. His birthday, March 2nd, has been adopted as the annual date for National Read Across America Day, an initiative on reading created by the National Education Association. Which,
Oh, yeah.
love that day. You guys remember that day?
Oh, my
in school?
God. Of course. Yeah. How did we not make that connection when we were talking about personal histories? Yeah, that day was awesome in elementary school.
It was awesome. Yeah.
We just fucking read.
It was just the best, like, relaxing. Yeah, it was great.
I don't have to learn math today. This is great.
Phenomenal. Just phenomenal. His first published children's book was And to Think That I Saw It on Mulberry Street. It's one of the books that has recently come under fire just for its, like, racist.
Yeah, my mom just told me about that. I had no idea. I never read that one.
Yeah, I don't think I read that one either.
I don't think I did either, yeah.
I don't think I read any of the ones that because the Seuss estate pulled those. I don't think I ever read any of those. And maybe because they weren't in schools anymore too. Like maybe they had, like, when we grew up, maybe they had like pulled those from our schools maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, because there was 6 books that they pulled and, like, they're no longer publishing. And I don't think I ever read any of those either, which makes sense for, like, our schools to have pulled them when we were younger. I feel like it's just like coming up again more recently. I'm not sure, but
Yeah, we don't have to go into like the details of why it's come up and, you know, certain reactions to it. But yeah, we're still reviewing it because we review things from our childhood.
yeah. So that was his first book, and then Cat in the Hat, which was published in 1957, was his first, like, bestseller.
Yeah, that's the big one, I feel. That and like Green Eggs and Ham kind of feel like the two big hitters, you know?
Yep.
When it comes to popularity, at least.
Yeah. So, I mean, before he was, like, a children's artist, he did a lot of illustrations for magazines. He was a political cartoonist for, like, 2 years, where he did, like, over 400, which is insane in the amount of 2 years. But, and he won like 1 million awards. Just some of them, like 2 Academy Awards, 2 Emmys, a Peabody Award, and a Pulitzer.
What do you win the Emmy for?
Let me see.
Say, this is how we verify Michelle's information, see if it's bullshit or not. We just got to start grilling her during the middle of history lessons.
Outstanding children's special for Halloween is Grinch Night in 1974. Oh, wait, no. In 1978.
What is It's Grinch Night?
Yeah, I don't know what that is either.
Is that like Grinches get half off drinks?
Outstanding animated program for the Grinches in the Cat in the Hat in 1982.
Oh, yeah. I think I've seen that one. I don't remember much from it, but yeah. It was like before Marvel crossovers. There was the Seuss crossovers.
Yeah, that's where it began. Yeah. I mean, it's just a brief history of his life.
Thanks, Michelle.
Thank you, Michelle.
You're welcome, guys.
Speaking of facts, we are not doing Apple Facts this week because when we review books, we don't do Apple Facts. Instead, we jaunt over to Colin's Literary Corner.
Colin's Literary Corner.
All right, the rules for Colin's Literary Corner are as followed. I am going to read quotes from books. And then Josh and Michelle will, they'll buzz in. They'll say their names. So you guys will say your names, just Josh, Michelle, whichever one I hear first gets a chance to answer. You need to tell me whether this is a Dr. Seuss quote or a quote from another author. Now, I've changed the rules a little bit. So you get a point if you get the initial question right. You can get a bonus point if it's a Dr. Seuss book. If you answer Dr. Seuss, I'm going to ask you which book it's from, and then if you can answer that one correct, you get a bonus point. And then if it's another author, I'm going to ask you for the author or the book. All right, and if you can give me either one of those, you get another point. Finally, there is a running theme for these quotes, and at the end, I'm going to ask you guys what the running theme is. All right, so just keep in mind. All right, you guys got all that?
What do we say to buzz in?
Just say your names.
Oh, okay.
All right?
Yep.
Okay. Are we ready for the first quote?
Ready.
All right. First quote. I cannot for the life of me understand why small children take so long to grow up. I think they do it deliberately just to annoy me.
Josh.
All right. Is that Dr. Seuss or not Dr. Seuss?
That is not Dr. Seuss.
That is not Dr. Seuss. Dr. Seuss. That is not the Seuss. Josh, do you have a guess as to which author or book that quote is from?
So I can give the author or the book?
Correct.
I'm going to go with Roald Dahl.
Yes, nailed it. Do you know what book it is? Just for fun.
That sounds like Matilda to me.
It is Matilda. Michelle, you knew that one?
I did.
Wow. Danny DeVito says that line, right?
It sounds like Miss Trunchbull, to be honest.
Yeah, I think it is. I don't think it's... Yeah.
But I think it could go either way.
All right, second quote. And when they played, they really played. And when they worked, they really worked.
Josh. I'm going to say the Seuss.
That is the Seuss. Can you name the book it's from?
Lorax.
No, it is from The King's Stilts.
God, I would not have guessed.
Never read that one.
Me neither.
And the next one. The time had come, so Marvin went.
Josh. I'm going to go no, not the Seuss.
That's incorrect. It is the Seuss. Michelle, if you can name the book, I will give you a point.
Okay.
The time had come, so Marvin went.
Is it... Oh, The Places You Go?
No, it is from Marvin K. Mooney, Will You Please Go Now? I read that one a lot, I think, as a kid, too. I forgot to mention that, but I read that one a lot, too. Oh, that one's pretty cool. This little fucker Marvin is just, like, not leaving this guy's, the narrator's house, and he's like, get out, you can leave all these, like, different ways. And Marvin, and then eventually the narrator, like, yells at Marvin, he's like, leave! And then Marvin's like, all right.
All right.
It's pretty good. Next quote. It was darker than a pitch black panther covered in tar eating black licorice at the very bottom of the deepest part of the Black Sea.
Josh, that is not the Seuss.
That is not the Seuss. Point for Josh. Can you name the author or book?
I'm going to go Lemony Snicket.
Oh my God, Josh, it is Lemony Snicket.
Nice.
Wow, from the Ersatz elevator from the series of unfortunate events.
You genius.
Oh my gosh.
Amazing.
Thank you.
Josh is up 5-0.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, and there aren't a lot of these, so next one. If you look the right way, you can see the whole world as a garden.
Josh,
is it the Seuss or not?
that is not the Seuss.
It is not the Seuss. That's a point. Can you name the author or the book?
I don't know. I don't know.
It was Frances Hodgson Burnett from The Secret Garden.
Oh.
I was going to guess that.
Well, you should have answered. All right, next one. Ready? Michelle, there are only 2 quotes left. You got to get on the board.
All right, I'm ready.
Left foot, right foot, feet, feet, feet. How many feet you meet?
Michelle.
Michelle?
That would be Dr. Seuss
That is the Seuss.
and the foot book.
Correct. 2 points. That was the easy one. This is the last one, and the awkward thing about this is I have to do an accent because it was written in an accent. So just bear with me. This is the author's fault. It's not my fault. Ready? How do I care how he looks? I am good looking enough for both of us, I think. All this scar shows that my husband is brave.
Josh.
Josh?
That is not the Seuss.
It's not the Seuss. Who is it?
I don't know. I don't even want to guess. I don't know.
That is J.K. Rowling from Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. That is Fleur Delacour.
Wow. You know, I was thinking of when she was going to pop up in this. I should have just... I was actually going to say it for the last one, but I was like, nah.
Okay, so Josh has 7. Michelle has 2. Just to make it fun, you get 5 bonus points. Whoever can guess the theme first.
Children's books.
Shut up.
Very close, but not quite what I was looking for. Michelle, you have the chance to steal.
Is it fantasy children's books?
No, it is children's authors who are problematic. So we're going to go over a little list of why these authors are problematic. Just real quick.
Please.
So Roald Dahl, I don't know how exactly you pronounce it. Like Josh, is it Roald or Roald or whatever?
I thought it was like just Roald
Dahl. Okay.
Yeah.
So, author of several children's books, maybe most famously Willy Wonka, or Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. And so I'm just going to read a quote from Jeremy Treglone's Roald Dahl, a biography. So this is a quote from that book, biography about the author. The Oompa Loompas were originally, quote, a tribe of 3,000 African pygmies who have been imported by Mr. Willy Wonka from the very deepest and darkest parts of the African jungle where no white man had been before. And they also make it clear that the Oompa Loompas are slaves to Wonka. Like, it's not good. And he also, fun fact, or not so fun fact, tried to publish the BFG with a racist caricature of a black giant with like massive like cartoony lips and stuff, and his editor was like, no, like you are not putting this in. They shut that shit down right away. So yeah. All right, let's go on to Daniel Handler, aka Lemony Snicket, as his pen name is. He made racist jokes at the National Book Awards in 2014. And he has also been accused of verbal sexual harassment by a number of women, particularly at book conferences. So, there's that. J.K. Rowling, I just have written here, said some stupid ass shit about transgendered people. I'm not even gonna dignify any of what she said. Frances Hodgson Burnett, I'm gonna read a quote from The Secret Garden. All right, and keep in mind that this quote is referring to the country of India. Ready? You thought I was a native. You dared. You don't know anything about natives. They are not people. They're servants who must salam to you. You know nothing about India. You know nothing about anything. So there's that. And then, of course, we've got the Seuss, who we touched on earlier, but racist some of his books have racist imagery of Black, Asian, and Arab people in a large number of his books. And this was heartbreaking to learn. The Cat in the Hat is said to have been inspired by blackface vaudevillian performances. So I guess the point I'm trying to make is your childhood sucked and everything's terrible.
Everyone is bad.
Everyone you've ever looked up to is probably terrible. So do we want to read some Dr. Seuss now?
Yeah, we could read them now. We could still cherish the stories.
I also never asked you guys how you score these things. Do you score them as how they were for you now, or like with something like Dr. Seuss, they're obviously kids' books. So are you grading them on a scale of how good of a kid's book it is today, or how good of like a book it is in total as an adult?
I am taking it for like how it like. I do take audience into consideration, so I look at who it was made for. You know, I can't I can't see myself comparing this to like other works because they're just different. It's like comparing, you know, it's like comparing a kid's cartoon to like a great movie. You know, it's like it's a different. You gotta differentiate somehow because I mean they just don't compare that on the same scale. But when I do give my rating, I try to be as like objective as possible. Not even if I like it a lot, I'll try and be a little bit more objective about it and not. I mean, it's kind of a weird thing because some people do it differently. Like if I love a movie, but I know the movie isn't that good, but I still love it, I'm gonna rate it on how good I think it is.
Yeah, that's fair. I think that's kind of how I try to go at it. Like, yeah, especially for like books and movies and stuff. It's like, well, this is made for a certain audience, and I might not be in that audience, but I can still give like an objective.
Yeah.
Try to give an objective viewpoint of it.
Now with these ratings, like especially like these books, I will incorporate how much I did enjoy them as well.
Sure.
I mean, I don't think the rating has to be as strict as just being like how good is this. I'll put in like if I enjoyed it as well in like as a factor. So yeah, I don't know if you guys do it differently.
No, I think
Yeah.
you put it pretty well.
Yeah, I agree.
So who wants to kick us off? Any takers?
I can. I think we should start with the cat, right? I mean, I feel like that's the one to kind of start with.
Then I think we should end on the ham.
That's a good point. We'll end on the ham. So I'm going to be performing The Cat in the Hat. I see that Josh has the book as well. He's going to be reading along. I don't know if
I
Michelle
will be
has
following along.
I've got it in PDF form.
And listen, we can read it. We can stop and then kind of comment on things that we notice too. You know.
So yeah, I wanted to ask you guys, how do you want to do this reading? Do you want to read the book all the way through and then go back to certain parts, or do you want to give a play by play? Like if there's something you want to talk about right then and there.
I think we should do play by play, and then we'll just give like a little comment about what we thought. Does that sound fair?
Sounds good.
Cool. So interrupt me when you got something to say. Use the term quisp to interrupt me.
I'm gonna quisp it right now. Look at this introductory image.
Mm-hmm.
Look how cozy that is. Oh man, I just want to.
Look at the bird up
That
in the tree.
Is so cozy.
It is that. Oh, go on, Colin.
This is something too. Before we even get started, the cover. I mentioned the nice blue cover before, but it really does stand out as I smack it into the microphone. I'm sorry about that. It's such a nice blue. You know what I mean?
Colin is a sucker for blue, so
I'm a sucker for blue, and I love the way that his red hat and bow tie, boom, pop right off it. And look, he's got his little thumbs, twiddling his little thumbs together, his hands together. All right, here we go. The sun did not shine, it was too wet to play, so we sat in the house all that cold, cold, wet day. I sat there with Sally. We sat there, we two. And I said, how I wish we had something to do. Too wet to go out and too cold to play ball, so we sat in the house, we did nothing at all. All right, first comment. It's really wet. Like he's really getting into how wet it is. I think he said wet like 3 or 4 times already. So all we could do was to sit, and we did not like it, not one little bit. Oh, Okay, so there's a drawing, there's a cartoon or animation or drawing of Bump, but it's not in the text. So what are you thinking? Should I say Bump?
I don't know. That's tough. I feel like that's. I don't know. Are you supposed to read that? Probably not.
I'm reading ahead, so I don't think so because I'll go on. And then something went bump. How that bump made us jump. We looked, then we saw him step in on the mat. We looked and we saw him, the cat in the hat. And he said to us, "Why do you sit there like that? I know it is wet and the sun is not sunny, but we can have lots of good fun that is funny." Did anyone else read that in Mike Meyers' voice?
Yep, I was. Yep.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. But just look how he's strolling in there. Door's not locked. He just busts in like it's nothing.
Walks right in.
Do we think the door wasn't locked, or do we think his magical abilities made the doors unlocked?
You're right. He does have magical abilities.
He does have abilities and tricks and stuff. So maybe it was locked. The fish is like in shock.
Oh, the
That
fish.
there's this cat. Oh my god, the picture frame has nothing in it.
That's great.
That is great.
That's a
I might
lonely
incorporate
family.
that to my wall. I might have a picture of nothing.
We're also skipping like the first, like compared to the movie, this like the movie start like this is where the movie is like 30 minutes in. Like there's a lot of setup in the movie with the mom and everything.
Yeah, there's like too much exposition that you just don't need. I mean, I don't want to see any backstory on her job. I don't care about any of that. I just want to see the Cat in the Hat.
Ooh, I think she's a realtor, isn't she?
I think so. Yeah.
Maybe this isn't their house. Maybe it's like a house, like maybe they like flip houses and they move around. That's why there's no pictures in the picture frame.
Oh.
Maybe Dr. Seuss
That's
was trying
interesting.
to tell us something. All right. We have like 60 more pages. "I know some good games we could play," said the cat. "I know some new tricks," said the Cat in the Hat. "A lot of good tricks. I will show them to you. Your mother will not mind at all if I do." Then Sally and I did not know what to say. Our mother was out of the house for the day. But our fish said, "No, no, make that cat go away. Tell the Cat in the Hat you do not want to play. He should not be here. He should not be about. He should not be here when your mother is out." I feel like the voice of the fish was John Cryer the voice of the fish?
I don't remember.
I don't know.
He might have been.
Wait, Colin, do you have the physical book of this right now?
I do. Why did I skip?
No, I was wondering if you guys could hear my pages flipping.
Oh yeah, it's it is what it is.
I just didn't know how you were so quiet.
Oh, I'm sure my mic is picking up. It'll add a nice little effect. Now, have no fear. "Have no fear," said the cat. "My tricks are not bad," said the Cat in the Hat. "Why, we can have lots of good fun if you wish, with a game that I call Up, Up, Up with a Fish." "Put me down," said the fish. "This is no fun at all." "Put me down," said the fish. "I do not wish to fall." "Have no fear," said the cat. He's really reassuring. "I will not let you fall. I will hold you up high as I stand on a ball, with a book in one hand and a cup on my hat. But that is not all I can do," said the cat. Look at me now," said the cat. "With a cup and a cake on the top of my hat, I can hold up 2 books. I can hold up the fish and a little toy ship, and some milk on a dish. And look, I can hop up and down on the ball. But that is not all. Oh no, that is not all." It's really going at it. Oh my god. So much shit on him. Look at me now. It is fun to have fun, but you have to know how. I can hold up the cup and the milk and the cake. I can hold up these books and the fish on a rake. I can hold the toy ship and a little toy man. And look, with my tail, I can hold a red fan. I can fan with the fan as I hop on the ball, but that is not all. Oh no, that is not all. That is what the cat said. Then he fell on his head. He came down with a bump from up there on the ball. And Sally and I, we saw all the things fall. And our fish came down too. He fell into a pot. He said, "Do I like this? Oh no, I do not. This is not a good game," said our fish as he lit. No, I do not like it. Not one little bit." "Now look what you did," said the fish to the cat. "Now look at this house. Look at this. Look at that. You sank our toy ship, sank it deep in the cake. You shook up our house, and you bent our new rake. You should not be here when our mother is out. You get out of this house," said the fish in the pot. I mean, the fish has been really reasonable so far. But I... What an asshole. Look at him. Hand up, holding his little tail. But I like to be here. Oh, I like it a lot, said the cat in the hat to the fish in the pot. I will not go away. I do not wish to go. And so, said the cat in the hat, so, I will show you another good game that I know. That is not okay, cat. And then he ran out, and then, fast as a fox, the cat in the hat came in with a box. A big red wood box. It was shut with a hook. Now look at this trick, said the cat. Take a look. Take a look at my box, kid.
That he fits through the doorway. He just makes the doorway a little bit bigger.
Yep. Oh, magic. Yeah, it really does look like he banged it into and like the doorway like stretched out. So now the door is not going to cover the doorway anymore. So the door is now useless for this family.
They gotta get a double door.
Oh, yep.
Mm-hmm. Oh. I can't believe he does this to these poor people twice.
And the kids have said nothing.
Yeah.
So far.
The kids don't look happy ever.
Yeah.
So far.
Mm-hmm.
Then he got up on top with a tip of his hat. I call this game fun in a box, said the cat. In this box are two things I will show to you now. You will like these two things, said the cat with a bow. I will pick up the hook. You will see something new. Two things, and I call them thing 1 and thing 2. These things will not bite you. They want to have fun. Then out of the box came thing 2 and thing 1, and they ran to us fast. They said, how do you do? Would you like to shake hands with thing 1 and thing 2?
The first smile of the book.
If it was the Thing from like the movie, you don't want that to touch you. So hopefully they don't get assimilated. So the kids are thing 3 and thing 4 by the end of the book. And Sally and I did not know what to do, so we had to shake hands with thing 1 and thing 2. We shook their 2 hands, but our fish said, no, those things should not be in this house. Make them go. They should not be here when your mother is out. Put them out, said the fish in the pot. Have no fear, little fish, said the cat in the hat. These things are good things. And he gave them a pat. They are tame, oh so tame. They have come here to play. They will give you some fun on this wet day. Now here's a game that they like, said the cat. They like to fly kites, said the cat in the hat. Not a game. No, not in the house, said the fish in the pot. They should not fly kites in a house. They should not. Oh, the things they will bump. Oh, the things they will hit. Oh, I do not like it, not one little bit. Then Sally and I saw them run down the hall. We saw those 2 things bump their kites on the wall. Bump, thump, thump, bump. Down the wall in the hall. Thing 2 and thing 1, they ran up, they ran down. On the string of one kite, we saw Mother's new gown. Oh, so this is in the movie. Her gown with the dots that are pink, white, and red. Then we saw one kite bump on the head of her bed. Then those things ran about with big bumps, jumps, and kicks, and with hops and big thumps and all kinds of bad tricks. And I said, his first line, I do not like the way they play. If Mother could see this, oh, what would she say? Then our fish said, look, and our fish shook with fear. Your mother is on her way home. Do you hear? Oh, what will she do to us? What will she say? Oh, she will not like it to find us this way. So his biggest concern is not that a cat has broken in with 2 other things, and that's what the mother's going to see. Because if the mother saw that, she'd be like, why are you in my house? She's afraid of the mess. So maybe the fish's priorities are not straight. So do something fast, said the fish. Do you hear? I saw her, your mother is near. So as fast as you can, think of something to do. You will have to get rid of thing 1 and thing 2. So as fast as I could, I went after my net, and I said, with my net, I can get them, I bet. I bet with my net, I can get those things yet. Then I let down my net, it came down with a plop, and I had them at last. Those 2 things had to stop. Then I said to the cat, now you do as I say. You pack those things up and you take them away. Oh dear, said the cat. You do not like our game? Oh dear, what a shame, what a shame, what a shame. The cat looks very concerned. Then he shut up the things in the box with the hook, and the cat went away with a sad kind of look. That is good, said the fish. He has gone away, yes, but your mother will come. She will find this big mess. And this mess is so big and so deep and so tall, we cannot pick it up. There is no way at all. And then, who was back in the house? Why, the cat. "Have no fear of this mess," said the Cat in the Hat. "I always pick up all my playthings, and so I will show you another good trick that I know." Then we saw him pick up all the things that were down. He picked up the cake and the rake and the gown, and the milk and the strings and the books and the dish, and the fan and the cup and the ship and the fish. And he put them away, then he said, "That is that," and then he was gone with a tip of his hat. Then our mother came in, and she said to us too, "Did you have any fun? Tell me, what did you do?" And Sally and I did not know what to say. Should we tell her the things that went on here that day? Should we tell her about it? Now, what should we do? Well, what would you do if your mother asked you? Oh, a little cliffhanger at the end there. Don't get it's a cut to black. Ooh, so thoughts.
Well, Colin, how did that hit you?
He's a menace. Holy crap. He's an absolute... I remembered the kids being more into it. Like, by the end. They are never into it. It ends with them being like, "Get out of our fucking house." And he comes up and he cleans. But I thought that they were kind of into it. They were never into it. That's weird. What do we think, like, the theme of that was? Because a lot of kids' books have, like, themes to them. What was the theme of that?
That one seems a little tough for me to like break down like what like the core is of that story. Besides just like I don't know, like just letting someone show you a good time. I don't know.
Yeah, so I feel like they maybe wanted to have fun, but they were just concerned about the mess. But if they had known the mess was going to be cleaned up all at the end, they probably would have had a lot more fun. Do you think, or you think they just hated it in general?
I think they would have been fine with it if they knew that the mess was cleaned up, but like he never told them that.
Right.
And they never consented to anything he did at any point in the book. That's insane. He walks in, and then even when they tell him to leave, he comes back. He's like, "I'll clean up the mess." It's like, I appreciate that, but we didn't ask you to come back in. Like, that's crazy. Also, how long did it take the mom to get into the freaking house? The fish saw her from the window, and like 10 pages later, she's not even in yet. She must walk really slow. Have you seen Jimmy? And this is gonna sound weird. Have you seen any Jimmy Neutron lately? Any episodes of Jimmy Neutron?
I have not.
I have also not seen any recently.
So the characters in that show, next time, if we ever watch it, or next time you watch it or whatever, watch how slow they all walk. They make up so little ground when they walk. Every character, it's insane. Like they barely make up any ground as they move. So that's what it felt like. The mom was like a part of Jimmy Neutron.
So Colin, did this feel like a disappointment to you?
Yes.
Yeah?
Just gut reaction. Yeah, I thought there was more to that. And it's a lot of repetition. And again, it's a kid's book, but am I crazy for thinking maybe the sequel is better? I'd have to read it again, but...
Yeah, I don't remember the sequel, to be honest.
I'm going to have to look up the sequel afterwards.
I was expecting more fun from it, you know?
Yeah.
It's like it was only fun for the cat.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's kind of how the movie is too, though. Those kids are in distress the entire time.
The whole time.
But then what's the point of the story? That's what I can't figure out.
I don't know. Is it like really basic and we're missing it? Like, is it really like clean up after a mess? Like, what is it?
That's the only thing that's like I could think of. Yeah.
Maybe it's like I don't know. And also, if we're kind of adjusting it to today, them sitting inside in the house when it's wet and they can't have any fun, that's not really like an issue anymore. If it was made today, like those kids would just be like on their tablets instead of the cat coming. Like they'd be playing games on their tablets or watching, I don't know, what did kids watch? Jake Paul?
Yep.
Bluey? They probably watched Bluey. And Bluey was a lot more fun than that crap. So like...
Oh, when you said Jake Paul, I immediately went to like Jake Long, the American Dragon. Or what was that show called?
Yeah, American Dragon Jake Long. Not where I was going, but okay.
I was like, huh, kids today, still on?
Kids today have a Disney Plus password. Like, Yeah, I was a little shocked by that one.
Yeah, me too.
I'm trying to read a little like breakdown of it. I mean, nothing really that's like catching my eye though. Yeah, I don't really know about like this one that I can really break down.
Oh my God, I'm reading the plot of the second one, and it says that he comes back and he leaves a pink stain in the family bathtub, which spreads around the house as the children try to get rid of it, until the cat unveils a series of increasingly small cats from beneath his hat, the smallest of which resolves the problems. So there are cats under that cat's hat. That's insane. Imagine if you were walking around and like someone just had like a series of people underneath their hats.
Ready at any moment.
Yeah.
All right, Josh, this article, I see The Cat in the Hat, Teaching Kids Philosophy. So this says it's a story to open a discussion about trust, responsibility, social expectations, and honesty.
I got this one. Revolt against authority.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that's really all it says. There's not really too much. I mean, when you say it like that, it's pretty. I mean, you see that in the book, but I don't know if that's like the meaning of it. You know?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna take a shot, just a hard shot in the dark. When you brought up philosophy, Michelle, my mind went to Taoism, which is kind of about living in the moment and kind of doing not necessarily as you please, like on a material level, but like kind of existing in the moment. And then the whole concept being that people that do that, they kind of ascend to another level, and things kind of just work out for them. So when you said philosophy, that's where my mind went. Then I Googled Cat in the Hat Taoism, and there's nothing. So I guess I'm wrong.
I mean, what you just said feels like it describes the cat in the hat pretty well. I mean, he does what he wants and worries about it later, and it just works out for him in the end.
Okay, so should we bring up something a little creepy?
Yes.
Go for it. Absolutely. Always.
So this, I mean, when you really look at it, this isn't a cat. It's clearly a man in a suit.
It's a man in a cat suit.
So I have this picture. He's behind he's in front of a blue chalkboard, and are they cat eyes? No. Hands, gloves. What That's. I mean, this is clearly.
Well, Mickey Mouse has hands and gloves.
Okay, so yeah, we'll ditch that then.
Bugs Bunny and stuff.
But I mean, this guy walks. He doesn't. He's never really on all fours.
He talks.
I mean, yeah, this is clearly a man.
Was it a robbery?
Oh, he's like, I'm going to clean your stuff up. But really, he takes a little something.
He took all of it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The only thing, Josh, is his feet are definitively not human feet.
Right.
But could they... Oh, okay, is it... And those are his real feet?
If they are, there's no confirming nor denying that.
And when you watch the movie, it's clearly a man in a suit. That's not a cat.
It's clearly Mike Myers. Oh, can we take a second to talk about... Okay, I know we're not reviewing the movies. We need to talk about the nose situation that they do for that movie with him and the Grinch. It's so unbelievably frightening. The noses that they give the Grinch and the Who's in the Grinch movie. It's not even, it's disgusting. It makes me want to throw up. And they kind of do the same with Mr. Myers in the movie. And the Things and Thing 1 and Thing 2. And Alec Baldwin wasn't even in this book. So what are we doing? He didn't get a single boner that entire book. I'm so upset.
I usually can find pretty... Oh my God, Michelle.
No. Michelle is showing us the scariest thing I've ever seen. It's a nightmare Mike Myers Cat in the Hat.
The headline next to this photo is Most Evil Movie Ever Made. The single most disturbing movie ever created. The Cat in the Hat, a theory.
See, the thing I'm thinking about with Cat in the Hat is a lot of Dr. Seuss books, it's, you'll get learning, you'll get inspiration and motivation, all that good stuff, sweet themes and nice morals. But this one, it feels more like a warning.
Don't let people in your house.
Yeah, it feels like a little bit of more of I don't know. It's not really promoting the story. It's really more of just like a, watch out for
strangers.
Yeah,
Sort of.
So,
which is kind of weird that the Cat in the Hat became the mascot for not only Seuss but for like childhood reading.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
because this guy's an asshole.
Like, like we said, this and Green Eggs and Ham are like the two. They're like the top most popular ones. How did the Cat in the Hat become one of the most, if not the most popular?
Yeah,
when it doesn't have much to the core of the story. It's just about fun. But like, there's just like some weird, like, a little creepiness to it.
I'm gonna stick with it's a Taoist novel, children's book, and it's about nothingness and the value of nothing.
Oh yeah, no, I'll gladly go with that because that's mainly what I think it is.
I mean, if that's the case, though, that's kind of dope. So if that's the case, that's kind of awesome, and that will increase my score.
The thing is, you don't know, so it's all about how you take it.
I guess so. So do we want to move on from the cat, and who wants to go next?
I'll go next. So I'm going to read One Fish, Two Fish, Red Fish, Blue Fish.
And I'm just going to interject here. I mean, Colin talked about his color scheme on the Cat in the Hat, but just look at this fresh, piercing yellow with Dr. Seuss written in orange. I mean, that is a nice cover. I'm very partial to yellow. It's my favorite color, everyone. And this one, I mean, there's a lot of the main colors here, but it really just like
a lot of yellow.
It's very pretty, I think.
It is pretty.
I think that with the combo of Dr. Seuss in orange is very nice.
Mm-hmm. I agree, yeah.
And Colin, don't forget that blue down there.
That little blue. Yeah, the whole bottom's blue.
All right, so here we go. One fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish. Black fish, blue fish, old fish, new fish. This one has a little star. This one has a little car. Say, what a lot of fish there are. Yes, some are red, and some are blue. Some are old, and some are new. Some are sad, and some are glad. And some are very, very bad. Why are they sad and glad and bad? I do not know. Go ask your dad. Some are thin, and some are fat. The fat one has a yellow hat. From there to here, from here to there, funny things are everywhere.
So I just want to interrupt here. I want to go back to the previous page of, I don't know, go ask your dad.
Love that.
So yeah, that's kind of funny. But like, is this, I mean, so Dr. Seuss, he doesn't want to take the time to really teach you why they're different. He just says, kind of like passes it on to the parents who explain to you. How do we feel about that line? Is that a lazy line, or is that just a funny line?
I love it.
Is he getting lazy on us, guys? Or
I'm all about it. He's like, listen, I'm just going to present you with the information. I'm not going to read into it. Ask your damn parents.
If you're going to dissect my books like that, go ask your dad, okay? I'm here to just give you
go ask
I'm here
your
to give
dad.
you the plot, okay?
Yes. This is research.
Yeah. Okay. Here are some who like to run. They run for fun in the hot, hot sun. Oh me, oh my, oh me, oh my. What a lot of funny things go by. Some have 2 feet and some have 4. Some have 6 feet and some have more. Where do they come from? I can't say, but I bet they have come a long, long way.
He's really keeping it mysterious. Really saying, hey, go look into this, okay? If you really want to know.
These fish with feet.
And like the cast of characters in this picture, there's a million of them.
Well, there are a lot of fish out there.
There are a lot of fish. All right. We see them come, we see them go. Some are fast and some are slow. Some are high and some are low. Not one of them is like the other. Don't ask us why. Go ask your mother.
Again, stop expecting me to answer.
To do this for you. Say, look at his fingers. 1, 2, 3. How many fingers do I see? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He has 11. 11? This is something new. I wish I had 11 too. Bump, bump, bump. Did you ever ride a wump? We have a wump with just one hump.
Sorry.
But we know a man called Mr. Grump. Mr. Grump has a 7-hump wump. So if you like to go bump, bump, just jump on the hump of the wump of Gump. That's great.
And this is, of course, Forrest Gump, who he's referring to.
Yep, Forrest Gump owns the wump.
There's a lot of ways to prepare to eat wumps. You can fry it. You can boil it. You can. There's wump stew. There's, and yes, I know. I'm sorry. I know that was Bubba. That wasn't Forrest. Don't come at me. I was referencing Bubba, not Forrest. Okay.
Okay. Who am I? My name is Ned. I do not like my little bed. This is no good. This is not right. My feet stick out of bed all night. Oh, poor Ned. And when I pull them in, oh dear, my head sticks out of the bed up here.
Ned Ryerson?
What?
Bing!
Oh, Mike Myers is in this.
Wait, what?
That's crazy. The next picture says Mike.
Oh,
He's got a tattoo of Mike on his neck.
I don't have the pictures.
Here we go. We like our bike. It is made for three. Our Mike sits up in the back, you see. We like our Mike, and this is why. Mike does all the work when the hills get high.
Oh, yeah.
So I guess Mike has a tattoo of his name on his neck?
What an egomaniac.
Hello there, Ned. How do you do? Tell me, what is new? How are things in your little bed? What is new? Please tell me, Ned. I do not like this bed at all. A lot of things have come to call. A cow, a dog, a cat, a mouse. Oh, what a bed. Oh, what a house. Ned needs an upgrade.
This used to be about fish.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't seen a fish in a while. Anyway. Oh dear, I cannot hear. Will you please come over near? Will you please look in my ear? There must be something there, I fear. Say, look, a bird was in your ear. But he is out, so have no fear. Again your ear can hear, my dear.
Don't like that.
I know you don't like that.
Don't like that at all.
My hat is old, my teeth are gold. I have a bird I like to hold. My shoe is off, my foot is cold.
My shoe is off. Hey, look at that. My foot is cold.
Look at this bird. Oh,
Put the shoe back on.
how to get my shoe off. My shoe is off, my foot is cold. I have a bird I like to hold. My hat is old, my teeth are gold, and now my story is all told.
Okay, let's just hold on a second.
Okay.
So his teeth are gold, not unlike Joe Pesci in Home Alone. Sell some of those gold teeth and buy yourself a bigger bed. That's my suggestion, I guess. Ned.
It's not Ned, though.
Oh, wait, who is that?
It's a different character.
Oh, see, I don't have the pictures. Okay, well, this guy's fine then.
Yeah, this
All
is
right, well,
not
it's
like...
not fine because your hat's old, so sell some of your goddamn teeth and get yourself a better hat. How about that? And you don't need gold teeth. It's a soft metal. It's going to break down.
Right. Why waste the money?
And it's heavy.
So heavy.
Do you think that boxers should put gold in their mouths to like make their jaws heavier, and then they take the gold out, and that way their jaw is stronger, so when they get punched they have a stronger jaw? How do we think about that as an idea?
Would that work? Wouldn't it just like wear down your jaw?
Maybe. I'm not gonna try it.
Need like a test group. All right. We took a look. We saw a nook. On his head he had a hook. On his hook he had a book. On his book was How to Cook. We saw him sit and try to cook. He took a look at the book on the hook. But a nook can't read, so a nook can't cook. So what good to a nook is a hook cookbook? Oh, poor nook. The moon was out and we saw some sheep. We saw some sheep take a walk in their sleep. By the light of the moon, by the light of a star, they walked all night from near to far. I would never walk. I would take a car.
I thought that sign at first said near fear.
Ooh, spooky. This is a long one. All right. I do not like this one so well. All he does is yell, yell, yell. I will not have this one about. When he comes in, I put him out. This one is quiet as a mouse. I like to have him in the house. At our house, we open cans. We have to open many cans. And that is why we have a Zans. A Zans for cans is very good. Have you a Zans for cans? You should. I know you're not seeing the pictures, but
I looked ahead.
this Zans, just like a giant animal with hands on its head to open cans.
Wait until you read the next line. I peeked ahead and I just lost it.
I like to box.
What are the odds I brought up boxing?
That is pretty good.
Yeah.
How I like to box. So every day, I box a gox. In yellow socks, I box my gox. I box in yellow gox box socks. It is fun to sing if you sing with a ying. My ying can sing like anything.
Yang.
A ying. I sing high and my ying sings low, and we are not too bad, you know? Man, they're really having a good time. This one, I think, is called a yink. He likes to wink. He likes to drink. He likes to drink and drink and drink. The thing he likes to drink is ink. The ink he likes to drink is pink. He likes to wink and drink pink ink. So, if you have a lot of ink, then you should get a yink, I think.
No, you shouldn't.
Yeah, ink is very expensive, guys.
Especially like pink ink, like color ink.
Yeah, why would I want a yank to drink my ink?
Yeah, ridiculous suggestion.
If you have a lot of ink, your yink, you should sink a yink into the ocean, I think.
Hop, hop, hop. I am a yop. All I like to do is hop from finger top to finger top. I hop from the left to right and then hop, hop. I hop right back again. I like to hop all day and night from right to left and left to right. Why do I like to hop, hop, hop? I do not know. Go ask your pop.
I thought of a banger joke. Hold on, if you want to hear it real quick. Okay. So a police detective is reviewing a crime scene at an ink store, and all of the ink is gone. What's his theory?
Yink.
Yeah, the yank.
He thinks there's a link. He thinks there's a yink ink link. So that's fun.
An ink link for a yink ink. That is fun. Okay. Brush, 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 brush. Comb, 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 comb. Blue hair is fun to brush and comb. All girls who like to brush and comb should have a pet like this at home. Ooh.
What about guys? Just saying.
Don't brush their hair, apparently.
I comb my hair.
As you should.
I brush my hair. I hate it. It hurts.
What do you mean it hurts?
I get knots in my hair all the time.
Oh, really?
And I'm just destroying my hair every time I run through it with a comb. It hurts.
Jeez.
Only comb it when you condition it.
I like when it's wet.
Oh, you mean like you like the feeling like when it's wet and you like, I feel like I'm a 1950s greaser and I'm combing back my hair. I feel like I'm Buzz from from Back to the Future. Hey, McFly. Hey, Seuss. Seuss, did you read that book for me yet?
Not yet. I should when I read Green Eggs and Ham, I should read it in George McFly's voice.
Oh.
Who is this pet? Say, he is wet. You never yet met a pet, I bet, as wet as they let this wet pet get. The thing is, though, he has a rain hat on.
Also, this was before, remember when this was about fish? Fish are pretty wet. I mean, arguably, I would say the wettest pet to have is a goldfish or betta fish or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
Perpetually wet. All right, here's a question. When you're underwater, are you wet? Or are you not wet until you break the water seal and you come up for air?
Oh, you're wet.
You're wet the whole time.
Yeah, but why?
Because you're in water.
Yeah, but there's not a change in the consistency until you go up for air.
But there's a change when you jumped into the pool. You were not wet before, but when you jumped in, you're wet now.
Yeah, you're not dry anymore.
Yeah, but as we've established, I think in an Apple Fact before, I'm always wet. So...
We did establish that. So maybe not for you, but like for the rest of the world.
It's my secret, Cap. I'm always wet.
Okay. Did you ever fly kite in bed? Did you ever walk with 10 cats on your head? Did you ever milk this kind of cow? Well, we can do it. We know how. If you never did, you should. These things are fun, and fun is good.
Ooh, I like these two.
Ooh, yeah. Hello? Hello? Are you there? Hello? I called you up to say hello. I said hello. Can you hear me, Joe? Oh no, I cannot hear your call. I cannot hear your call at all. This is not good, and I know why. A mouse has cut the wire. Goodbye. It's a tiny little mouse with a giant scissors. From near to far, from here to there. Funny things are everywhere. These yellow pets are called the Zeds. They have one hair up on their heads. The hair grows fast, so fast they say they need a haircut every day. Who am I? My name is Ish. On my hand, I have a dish. I have this dish to help me wish. When I wish to make a wish, I wave my hand with a big swish swish. Then I say, I wish for fish, and I get fish right on my dish. The fish are back. So, if you wish to wish a wish, you may swish for fish with my ish wish dish. At our house, we play out back. We play a game called Ring the Gack. Would you like to play this game? Come down. We have the only gack in town. Look what we found in the park in the dark. We will take him home. We will call him Clark. I love how all of these are like fun, weird, made up like names, and this is just Clark.
Clark.
He will live at our house. He will grow and grow. Will our mother like this? We don't know. And now, good night. It is time to sleep. So we will sleep with our pet Zeep. Today is gone. Today was fun. Tomorrow is another one. Every day from here to there. Funny things are everywhere. The end.
I got a picture of this Zeep at the end. He's big. He's a big boy.
Colin, I wished you got the pictures along the way.
Yeah, I eventually looked up a YouTube video and kind of started near the end there watching along. Some of them came back to me though. When I'm just skimming through them now, like the Gox. Like I remember that for some reason, like super well.
I actually didn't remember a lot of this book. I remember that I always read it, but I thought it was more about the fish.
I also thought it was more about the fish, but then like Ned in the bed and like it also all started coming back to me when I was reading it. But I was like pleasantly surprised. Like all of these little bits and stories I remember loving, I didn't know they were from this book.
This Gox is huge. He's gonna kick the shit out of him.
What'd you think?
Oh, he's showering with the Ying.
Oh yeah, they're singing Ying.
I mean, I kind of liked it.
I also
I didn't get to see the pictures, but
kind of liked it.
Yeah, it was pretty good actually.
I was more surprised than I thought I was going to be. This was very, very enjoyable.
Yeah, I really like this.
Very funny too.
It was.
Oh yeah, there's a lot more humor in this one than the cat.
Yep, for sure.
Self-referential. And the message. What do we think about the message?
I don't know, that there are a lot of different things and people and characters around in the world, and you should take notice and enjoy them all.
Well said.
Thank you.
It's kind of weird that he was racist, but okay. That was his message. You would think the Yank would have taken his racism and thrown it in the sink.
Yep.
Yeah, I feel like I like that one a lot more than the cat. So my heart is breaking.
Yeah, I also agree.
Yeah, that's heartbreaking for Colin.
I mean, this is killing me. And are you reading, Josh, you're reading Green Eggs and Ham, right?
I am.
Yeah, I mean, and I know that one's good. Like, it's going to be good. So.
Yeah, this one, I am almost 100% this will not disappoint. So, is there anything to say about the cover? I mean, these colors are really just popping. I mean, I love them.
The orange pops really
so
nice.
Much.
I will say ahead of time, it is kind of weird because it's called Green Eggs and Ham, but my mind associates it with that orange cover. I don't think of it as being green. I think Green Eggs and Ham, and my mind goes orange. You know? It's weird.
It is weird. All right, so let's get this started. Is everyone ready?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Mr. Josh, we're ready.
Mr. Josh.
I finished my quest.
All right, so I am Sam. And already I'm going to say something. I don't remember it saying I am Sam twice in 2 pages. I am Sam. Sam I am. That Sam I am, that Sam I am. I do not like that Sam I am. Do you like green eggs and ham? With his gorgeous gadgets. Let's just...
Oh,
I mean,
he's like Batman.
Yeah, I mean, these are great. He puts a lot of thought into these just to bring happiness to one.
He's so tiny. Look at him next to the guy.
And it makes you wonder, are these gadgets specifically just for offering green eggs and ham to people?
That's interesting.
Green eggs and ham is really important to Sam, so...
His entire life revolves around trying to get people to... Maybe he opened up a green eggs and ham restaurant, or is about to, and he's trying to get word out.
Yeah, he's really, like, proud of his recipe, it looks like. He is. So...
Door-to-door marketing.
All right. I do not like them, Sam I am. I do not like green eggs and ham. Would you like them here or there? I would not like them here or there. I would not like them anywhere. I do not like green eggs and ham. I do not like them, Sam I am. Would you like them in a house? Would you like them with a mouse? I do not like them in a house. I do not like them with a mouse. I do not like them here or there. I do not like them anywhere. I do not like green eggs and ham. I do not like them, Sam I am. Would you eat them in a box? Would you eat them with a fox? Not in a box, not with a fox. Not in a house, not with a mouse. I would not eat them here or there. I would not eat them anywhere. I do not like green eggs and ham. I do not like them, Sam I am. Would you, could you, in a car? Eat them, here they are. I would not, could not, in a car. You may like them, you will see. You may like them in a tree. I would not, could not, in a tree, not in a car, you let me be. I do not like them in a box. I do not like them with a fox. I do not like them in a house. I do not like them with a mouse. I do not like them here or there. I do not like them anywhere. I do not like green eggs and ham. I do not like them, Sam I am. A train, a train, a train, a train. Could you, would you, on a train? Not on a train, not in a tree, not in a car, Sam, let me be. I would not, could not, in a box. I could not, would not, with a fox. I will not eat them with a mouse. I will not eat them in a house. I will not eat them here or there. I will not eat them anywhere. I do not like green eggs and ham. I do not like them, Sam I am. And this gorgeous imagery in the tunnel. I mean, that is... Colin must be in heaven. That's one page that popped out.
That's one blue page, baby.
If there was one page in this book that I remember, it's this one.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Colin, did you forget about that part?
Yes.
Oh, that must be a joy to relive.
Everything up to this point, I pretty vividly remembered, but this is...
Yeah, this is
nice.
I want to be there.
Which is funny because it's the least colorful. It's all the same color except for the light at the end of the tunnel and the green eggs and ham. It's all blue, but it's like, I don't know. There's something gorgeous about it.
Yeah, it seems like the same color as the car, like outside almost. Maybe a little lighter from what I see.
Yeah.
But...
Say, in the dark? Here in the dark. Would you, could you in the dark? I would not, could not in the dark. Would you, could you in the rain? I would not, could not in the rain. Not in the dark, not on a train. Not in a car, not in a tree. I do not like them, Sam, you see. Not in a house, not in a box. Not with a mouse, not with a fox. I will not eat them here or there. I do not like them anywhere. You do not like green eggs and ham? I do not like them, Sam I am. Could you, would you, with a goat?
He just opened it up. York, I got a goat here.
He is trying his hardest.
And he knew up to this point he wasn't going to like it. And he's like, time to bring out the goat. Whoop. What do you think about the goat? I packed a goat. What do you think about that?
I mean, this is the biggest example of persistence that I've seen in like any work
ever.
This guy, he's about it. He knows what's on his plate.
They're cold by now, though. They've been on a train. Like, they're cold.
And they are balancing. I mean, he's great. Look at those eggs flying in the air. They're not going anywhere.
Oh.
Yeah, did you like that?
Here.
That was nice.
Thank you. Would you, could you, on a boat? I could not, would not, on a boat. I will not, with a goat. I will not eat them in the rain. I will not eat them on a train. Not in the dark, not in a tree, not in a car, you let me be. I do not like them in a box. I do not like them with a fox. I will not eat them in a house. I do not like them with a mouse. I do not like them here or there. I do not like them anywhere. I do not like green eggs and ham. I do not like them. Sam I am. Colin, look at that underwater business.
Yeah. He's talking underwater too. That's pretty crazy.
Well, that's he's determined to get the message across that he just doesn't want these green eggs and ham.
I'm not about this. Look at the lengths I've gone to get away from you.
And he's just saying, but look at the lengths I've gone to chase you. You do not like them, so you say, try them, and you may. Try them and you may, I say. Sam, if you will let me be, I will try them. You will see.
He's bartering with them now.
Now it's just like desperation to just get him out.
Sam's got him hooked at this point. As soon as he said, if you just let me be, I'll have, Sam's like, another one. Got him.
We got him.
Reeled him in.
So our next page is no words. It's just him finally taking the plate with the single egg on the fork. He's going to have it in one bite. He will not fight.
Nice.
Thanks. And next page. Say, I like green eggs and ham. I do. I like them, Sam I am. I would eat them in a boat. I would eat them with a goat. I will eat them in the rain and in the dark and on a train and in a car and in a tree. They are so good you see. So I will eat them in a box, and I will eat them with a fox, and I will eat them in a house, and I will eat them with a mouse, and I will eat them here or there. Say, I will eat them anywhere. I do so like green eggs and ham. Thank you, Sam I am. Wow.
Oh.
I mean, that's wonderful.
That is wonderful.
And I have to say, it was always my favorite one to read. I don't know if you guys have a favorite book to read, but that one always seemed the repetition of it was just so funny between the two. Just repeating every single thing that transpired before. I don't know. I have a blast reading it. And the artwork in it is so fun. I don't know. There's just nothing but delight in this book.
It is full of delight. That's a great way to describe it.
So what do we think the theme is for that one?
Try new things.
I mean that's pretty obvious. You just experience things, even if you think you will not like them. Experience the world and what it has to offer you.
Yep.
I disagree. I don't think that's the theme. I think the theme is, if someone keeps bothering you, try what they want to give you, and then just lie and say you like it, and then they'll leave you alone. So I think the real theme is just lie.
Learn how to be a good liar.
Yes. Learn how to lie. There is no way that those cold ass green eggs and ham were still good. They were underwater at some point, right? They cannot be good. Think of all the bugs that flew in them.
Oh, no.
You know what's ironic is, during Read Around America, they would serve green eggs and ham at the school, and I would refuse to eat them.
You never had them?
How's that for irony? I don't like eggs.
Oh.
Yep, I remember them serving those, and I honestly don't remember if they were good or not. Can't recall.
They were school ham. First of all, school ham that's a bold thing to serve children.
Yeah. That is pretty bold.
Yeah, but I didn't like eggs, so no, I never ate them, which is, the pinnacle of irony, right?
So I have a couple questions. Do we think that he's more against the green eggs and ham, or is he more against Sam I Am?
Sam pulls this shit with them all the time, He's just like, dude, leave me alone, please.
So do you think it was more of like he didn't want to try it because he didn't like Sam, but then he really loved Sam when he tried his delicious food?
Which makes me wonder if Sam's constantly pulling this, how terrible have the things been that Sam has suggested before? And maybe this is just the first time Sam got it right.
Maybe. That's, maybe he's just tried so many different breakfast foods and this guy's just so tired of taste testing them for him.
Hey, I brought you purple bacon and purple toast. Listen, the toast is so soggy. You clearly just put paint on it. This is not edible. Like, excuse you?
Well, I would like to just give a nice, shout out to anyone out there that might be on the more stubborn side with trying new foods. You know who you are. I'm not even going to say names. You know who you are. So I say it's just food. Unless you have some weird thing against that specific food, fine. But if it's something that you're claiming you have an opinion on, I say don't until you try. Why?
Josh, I want you to say that again, but direct it to one of your co-hosts, and you know which one to direct it to.
Michelle.
Leave me alone.
I have something to say to you. Will you eat them in a house?
Oh gosh, Josh.
I say life is too short to deny such simple things that could bring you such joy.
You're absolutely right. Even though it gives me a bit of a fright. I'll try it next time. I might.
Don't fight. Have a bite.
You're right.
You guys have figured out how to rhyme better than I'm trying like crazy to think of something. You guys are just killing me here. Killing me in the rhyme game.
No, guys, I try new things. No, I definitely was terrible at it growing up, but I think I've gotten a little better. Maybe. Maybe not. That was a good reminder, though. Thank you,
So
Josh.
yes, Michelle, you are one of them, but there is also someone else out there that might be listening to this that I'm just going to remind you. Never stop trying new things.
Never stop trying new things. That's right.
And now I'm going to remind that person, don't be afraid to lie to your friends if they keep on pestering you.
So, I'm excited to when we review them, we're gonna just kind of lump them all up, I guess, but before that, I want you guys, do you guys have a favorite out of these? I guess out of these three.
Yeah, I definitely have a favorite out of the three we read.
Me too.
Me too.
My favorite was Green Eggs and Ham. The joy, I was smiling the whole time.
Yeah, absolutely.
It was just so much fun. And you said it earlier at the top of the episode about that cozy feeling, and that definitely gave me that nice little warm, fuzzy feeling. And then I would go the fish 2, and I would go cat 3. I can't believe it.
Yeah, that's my order. I would definitely agree.
Should have read the foot book. Damn it.
Ooh, the foot book.
I think we should kind of wrap it up here and give our final scores each. Who would like to score first?
I might need a minute.
Okay, I'm just going to go gut reaction. Disappointed in the cat. Fish was fine. Eggs was good. 64.
Wow.
Out of 94.
Wow. I am shocked.
Why? High or low?
I thought it was going to be much higher.
Really?
I did.
Oh, I thought that was pretty high.
Oh no!
Wow.
I thought it was gonna be higher.
Split. So I'm gonna be in the middle.
Sounds like
which
it.
is where I live. So that was a 64 out of 94. So just to be fair, that would be a 70 if it was on a scale of 100, Josh. So, or maybe not that good. A 68, whatever.
Now, I'm curious, Colin. How much did that Cat in the Hat really bring it down?
Good chunk. Well, and red fish, blue fish was just okay for me. I didn't. I don't think I loved it too much. So if anything, Green Eggs and Ham is kind of doing the heavy lifting here.
See, it's tough because now we're just rating these three. So, that's kind of heartbreaking. I can't even incorporate my favorite in there.
Yeah, but I think we picked 3 of the most memorable and recognizable. Yeah. So I think it's a fair way to look at it.
I think I have mine. And I think out of 95, I'm gonna go 77.
77.
Ooh.
Michelle.
Yeah. It's my turn.
What is your rating?
Rating's got to be... Yeah, so I think like Cat in the Hat probably brought mine down a lot too. I really like One Fish, Two Fish a lot. And Greening's Ham is fantastic. So, I actually think I'm going to go in the middle and go 67.
Wow, you've made a fool of me.
It sounded like Colin was going to be in the middle, but...
It sounded like, and then Michelle just kind of sniped me.
Pew, pew, pew.
No, I'm the finger guns.
Oh.
On this podcast. Pew, 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 pew. I wasn't even doing them. I was calculating.
And Michelle, don't steal his bullets.
You're right. I take it back.
72.72. Round that up to a 73 for Josh, Michelle, and me.
Ooh. All right.
If you guys enjoyed that episode, you can rate us 5 stars on Apple Podcasts. And if you didn't like it, don't rate anything at all, because that sucks. You can follow us on Instagram at Millennial Milkshake. You can follow us on Twitter at MilkBasedPod. And we also have a Facebook page. And you can find this podcast anywhere podcasts are found, Spotify, Apple, all that good stuff. And you can follow me. This is Colin speaking at The Last Call spelled COL, on Twitter, Instagram, and my YouTube. You can follow Josh at Joshy with an IE _124 on Instagram. And you can follow Michelle at Michelle Thoughts. That's Thoughts the Way You Think on Instagram. So, Josh and Michelle, thank you. Oh, and the Seuss up there, big man. Or down there, big man. Or nowhere, big man. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you guys for joining me in talking about Dr. Seuss.
Thank you, big man. I'm still a fan.
Thank you all.
And as always, stay creamy.